Today, I am going to show you guys how to ride a motorcycle. Yo, what it do, you guys? Bad 883 here. I just been talking to a lot of people and they've just been kind of worried and feeling like, you know, like it's something I really wish that I can get into, but I just don't know how to ride. And today, you guys, I'm going to show you just how easy it is. I got a big wasp that's checking out the Bad 883 right now. He's loving it right now. I'm not loving the wasp though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and back up. I've just been talking with a lot of people, and like I said, as far as this YouTube channel, I want to try to do as much as I can do to try to help everybody as often as I can with a lot of different techniques, a lot of different things to learn, and everything else like that. As we are still kind of partially shut down with this COVID-19 thing, and a lot of people that's been interested in riding motorcycles or riding bikes or getting into riding bikes, and I think that this is the perfect time for you to take the opportunity to learn how to ride a motorcycle. One thing that my instructor told me in the MSF course is that you cannot be a pussy. You cannot be scared of the bike. The bike will do what you tell it to do regardless. I know it may seem a little intimidating. When it all comes down to it, this machine will do what you tell it to do, and it will not do anything else. You got to get in the habit of controlling this machine, putting this machine exactly where you want to put it, making it do exactly what you want it to do, and when it all comes down to it, the machine will listen to you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, this is my first time doing this, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the basics as far as step by step on how to ride a motorcycle. First thing you want to do is find a nice open parking lot for you to practice in. You don't want to be running into nobody's house. You don't want to be running into nobody's cars. You don't want to be running into no pedestrians. Find a nice open space for you to practice on. One of the biggest things you definitely need to make sure that you have is all of the gear. Make sure you wear gloves. I am still wearing my glove with my finger cut out because I need to control my computer system and everything else like that. Make sure you got your boots. Make sure you got your pants. But more importantly, make sure you wear your DOT approved helmet. You need to make sure you wear your helmet, because if you don't, it ain't no, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, okay? We wanna die. Do you wanna die? You wanna die? If you wanna die, then don't wear no helmet. But other than that, I don't know about you, but I don't wanna die. Do you wanna die? Okay? I don't wanna die. I know some guys that lost their lives to riding without helmets. Make sure you wear your DOT approved helmet, regardless, always wear your helmet, Joe. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. What I'm gonna show you guys is the basic things. We're gonna go through everything. I may have to split this video up because I don't want to be too long. I'm gonna show you guys the basics of getting the motorcycle started with what's called the 5C: fuel, ignition, neutral, engine cutoff switch, clutch. This is what you will have to go through. The way to get on a motorcycle: you do not get on a motorcycle from the right side. You always get on it from the left side. Now, you can get on a motorcycle from that side, but they don't recommend it. They recommend you getting on the side of the motorcycle where the weight is shifted. In a sense, if you look at it, everything is leaning over to this side. So get on this side because it's easier. It's less likely that the bike will tip over on you. So the way that you do that, and the way that we were taught to get on a motorcycle, is to grab that brake lever first. Once you grab that brake lever, put one foot over the bike and bring it upright, just like that. So let's do that one more time. One more time. You're coming in off the side that the bike is leaning on. You take your hand, that's the first thing that you do. Grab that brake lever, hold that brake, lift that bike up, sit on it, just like that. And you're pretty much good. Now you're sitting on the motorcycle. You're almost there. One thing to be mindful of is your kickstand. You want to lift your kickstand up. Most motorcycles won't start unless you have the kickstand up. So as soon as you get that bike upright and before you get ready to start it, make sure you just pull that kickstand up and you're pretty much good. Try that one more time so you can see it. Basically, pull the kickstand up. You're good. All right, now we're getting ready to start it. So what we going to do is turn the key to the on position. After we turn it to the on position, turn our switch on to run. The bike needs to be in neutral. Right now, the bike is not going to move because I got it in gear. It's not in neutral. So what we need to do is pull the clutch. You go all the way down to put it in the first gear, and we're going to lift it up ever so slightly till it just gets right in the middle between the first gear and the second gear. That's going to put it in neutral. You see that neutral light come on. Continue to keep holding that clutch. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is hold the start button until it turns over. and then you can slowly let out the clutch. There we go. We just started the motorcycle. Now, don't do nothing else. Don't go off popping wheelies and weaving in and out the traffic and all that other stuff, because we got to show you the bare basics of how to even get the bike moving. And if you go ahead and you start doing that, you'll mess around and be on 9 o'clock news. We ain't got time for that. So, the first thing that they had us do was get comfortable with the weight of the bike. So, don't be scared of it. You can give it a little rev. Don't touch that. Don't touch that now. Don't touch that. Get a little bit of rev. Get in a good habit of trying to rev it just a teeny bit. So if you listen, I'm gonna rev it just a little bit. You hear how it picks up a little bit? Get in the habit of doing that, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna learn to be able to control this throttle without, that's not what you want. You don't want that. So what you wanna do is be able to make it nice, comfortable, where you could just pull it a little bit, just get it to the point that you got a steady pace with it, you know what I mean? Because that's going to help you when you get ready to release that clutch. And we're going to talk about friction zones and everything else like that, okay? All right, so now that you guys have just learned that, we're going to try it one more time as far as getting onto the bike. We're going to do getting onto the bike and getting the bike turned on, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Let's see if we can remember. Hand, brake, pull that brake, put that leg over, lift that bike up, straighten it out, sit down. First thing. Now, kick that kickstand up. We're going to take our key, turn it to the on position. You can tell it's on the on position because you see the lights and everything else light up. Most bikes that have it up right here. After we got it up right there, we're going to go ahead and do the run, pull that clutch in, go all the way down, pull it up ever so slightly till we find it right in neutral, okay? While we're still holding this clutch, we're going to go ahead and hit start. Once we hit start, we can slowly let that clutch go. Now we got the motorcycle running.